Okay guys, so I wanted to make a little bit more detailed video about my gaming PC I just built. In this video I actually have a couple of upgrades from my last video, just the overview of me building it. But as you saw in the last video, I used a Raidmax tornado case. I cut out the design on the side that was metal. I used a Dremel. You can see right there, I never actually repainted the side of it, so you can see some of the silver there where I cut it. And I put a new plexi in there. So I'll just give you an overview of the case. I got a DVD drive up here. This is a homemade robust fan controller. I don't actually use it anymore. I've just let the fans be controlled by the motherboard to keep them nice and quiet, and it also keeps the computer cool, so I don't have to run them at 100% all the time. Right there is my cold cathode switch, my stickers powered by ASUS, and my AMD Phenom 2 sticker. And then on the front I have a blue 120mm fan there. And in the back I have it's the 550 watt power supply that came with this case. The I/O shield, as you can see, it's a very nice I/O shield because there's no actual video connections, because there's no onboard video on the motherboard. So it's all just USB ports and digital audio, your HD audio down here, Gigabyte Ethernet LAN port, PS2 ports, and then I have a green 120mm fan back here. And then I have my graphics card and a wireless BGN Rosewill wireless card with two dipole antennas. So I'll take off the side of the case here. First thing you'll notice, I cut out the 3.5-inch drive bays to get better airflow, and because I don't really need them, all I have is my 500GB Seagate Barracuda drive up there, along with the DVD drive. And then as you can see there, I have the cold cathode converter, and it runs down. I have a cold cathode there, and a cold cathode at the bottom. And the fan, there's actually like an adapter for the fan here. It actually hangs over part of the I/O shield because this case is very narrow. That 120 fan doesn't actually sit at the back of the case. As you can see, it starts right here. There's an adapter piece that holds onto it. It has clips. So this case is actually very small, but it actually keeps it very cool. As you can see, I have a ASUS M5A97 AM3 Plus AMD 970 chipset standard ATX motherboard. As you can see, it has a very nice north bridge and MOSFET heat sinks that are blue. It's got the decal there. AM3 Plus CPU support, TPU, MemOK, UEFI BIOS, which is very nice. It has the MemOK, so if you do jank memory clockings or something's not right, you just hit the MemOK button, then it'll reset the memory clockings back to stock, so you don't have to clear your CMOS. As you can see here, I have a HIS. It's a 6790 Radeon HD. It has 1 gig of GDR5. I don't remember. I think it's like 960 processing units. Not much more there. It has 6 gigabyte a second SATA ports. I have my AMD Phenom dual-core processor in there, along with the aftermarket Coolmaster heatsink. It has been unlocked to a Phenom Quad B65, and it's overclocked to 3.6 gigahertz. Any higher than that on the quad core, it becomes unstable because the chip is already unlocked and everything. But the chip is a 65 watt usage to begin with, and so after I unlocked it to a quad core, it goes to about a 95 watt. In my ASUS AI Suite overclocking program, it'll actually monitor how much wattage the CPU is using, which is really nice. And here I have some RAM. I have Patriot Viper Xtreme series RAM. Patriot Viper Xtreme. It's got a really nice heat spreader. If you can see there, it actually has a copper piece underneath it. If you can read that there, it's 1600. Each one of these sticks is 4 gigabytes, which is very nice for gaming. So I have 8 gigs total. And it's also very nice for doing CAD work and Photoshop and other programs like that, and Sony Vegas. I use Sony Vegas a lot. I gotta set the camera down here so I can put my RAM back in. But yeah, that's pretty much it inside the case. So I'll go ahead and put it back together, and I'll show you it booting up. Okay, so in my computer I have HDMI to my 32-inch Sharp TV, and then I have just the power plug-in, my keyboard. I have a wireless mouse here, and I use my optical audio to my Pioneer surround sound system. It's 7.1, I believe. Yeah, pretty sure. But go ahead and turn the computer on here. I'm going to turn the switch on, and there we go. She's booting up. Your ASUS BIOS image right there. For a 7200 RPM hard drive, it actually boots up fairly quick. Sorry if the camera's a little blurry, it doesn't like to focus very well. As you can see, I have my AMD wallpaper there, Core 4. It's 3.6 gigahertz AMD Phenom ×4 B65, 8 gigs of RAM. Some games I have installed. I have Grand Theft Auto 4, Battlefield 3, Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Black Ops, and I have the expansion packs for Grand Theft Auto 4. So that'd be Liberty Cities and or not, yeah, Liberty City Stories, and those there. So I have my dock up here and everything. Go ahead and load Grand Theft Auto here. My camera's about to die. Alright, switch my cold cathodes here. I'll turn them off and on. So here's GTA booting. There's that. Also go back to here, and if I go into control panel and system, I can show you the Windows rating. I have 7.4 in processor, 7.6 in RAM, 7.6 graphics, 7.6 gaming graphics, and my primary hard disk is at a low 5.9. I really want to get a solid state to bring up my Windows rating. My goal is to get them all over 7.0, and so far I have, except for my hard drive. I want to get like a 64 gig solid state, and then use that 500 gig for my storage, and put all my games and operating system on the solid state to beef up the system. The only bad thing about having a hard drive like that is whenever you're installing games or transferring files, it really bogs down your system, because then you can't read or write programs and do anything else while it's installing a game or you're transferring data, which is really kind of a bummer. And my RAM and the motherboard and processor all keep up with it, but the hard drive is not capable, which is kind of a bummer. So that's the only flaw I really hate about my computer, is that I don't have a solid state. But there you go, that's my computer build. That's my very first build ever, and it runs all games on pretty much ultra. Grand Theft Auto 4 runs on high. Actually, I have HD texture packs installed into Grand Theft Auto 4, and it looks really nice. But I'll maybe put some gameplay footage in another video and some other stuff like that. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and like, and see you guys later.